Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his real estate entrepreneur, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael? What's up, everybody?
Hey,
You guys
man,
are all well.
I love our conversations. I love the fact that you wear so many hats. So in this video, I want you to be Omar, the real estate broker, maybe Omar, the real estate agent. I saw a crazy 60-minute YouTube clip yesterday that it was so small. I couldn't figure out what markets, but I'm curious what you might be seeing. He was talking about days on market. I know it's California. Days on market in his area went from 7 to 47 already. Now, I expect most markets days on market are up, but an explosion from 7 to 47 seems abnormal. It might be a very small buy box or a very unique city. But to that end, I think the California real estate market is changing. And given you live it every day, I thought I'd ask you, what are you seeing?
Oh man, it's crazy right now, Michael. The way you're that gentleman or that 60-minute thing that you ended up seeing, ours is about 15 to 18 days. Our days on market, and now we're at about 40.
Oh, so it is up. Yes,
it definitely is. But there's obviously there's factors involved. There's price point. There's location. There's this. There's that. But for the most part, I've been seeing that, and this is crazy. I've been seeing a shitload, and that's $1 of price reductions.
Yeah. So let's talk about, so first and foremost, you are seeing days on market almost triple, almost from 15, 45 would have been a triple. So
yeah,
almost.
15 to 40. Yeah.
If we round up, it's a triple, but you're right. It's the price drops that I think are interesting, because one of the things that's interesting about price drops is it's my opinion. You're in the business, as you always do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but price drops don't necessarily mean value destruction, because a lot of owners still remember yesterday. And my neighbor sold it for X, and my house is better than X, so I want X plus. Well, dude, the market's different. You're not getting X plus. You might not get X, but you are certainly not getting X plus.
Not at all.
Is that what's going on? We got sellers still doing stupid things.
Well, this is the thing: is sellers are late to the game, and some of the agents are they haven't got punched yet, and they think that everything's fine. So the agents are going to go ahead and take the listing at a higher number, and then the expectation of the seller is like, well, where's my offer? Well, you're over the market right now. So I don't know who told you what. So you got to be well informed, first of which. So these price reductions are price reductions to a normal price.
Exactly.
Not to the inflated one. But this is why we're seeing a ton of price reductions, is because the agent or the professional didn't tell them what the reality was. They still think they're in Disneyland.
Yeah, the market changed overnight. So I've been doing this a long time. Rates have not moved up this fast since the late 80s, and I was too young to
I've never seen it. So this is crazy to me.
Yeah. So again, buyer destruction, right? Payments are up. I believe it's affordability. Affordability is crashing. It's all in there. So the housing market is slowing down, right? I've talked about a housing slowdown coming. I would argue that a housing slowdown has started, right? It's no longer coming. It is here. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. 100%. We're here because honestly, I see my market in the high desert. You see your market in Fresno. And just over the last 2-3 weeks, there's been 60 back on markets.
Back on market.
But what that means, remember last week we talked about that buyers are seeing what else is out there, and they're canceling their current escrows to find something that's a little bit more affordable, or they get more for their dollar. So those houses that people walked away from, or maybe the financing, 60 of them are back on the market in literally in 1 week. 60 new transactions back on the market because of either financing or just buyers backing out. And this is the thing, everyone's getting sticker shock right now. Everybody's getting sticker shock. They did not lock in their rate 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And now they're like, oh, damn, I can't afford another $700-800 a month. So they're saying, screw it, we're going to stay renting. Or screw it, we're not downsizing or upgrading.
Yeah.
And we just started. So I bet you next week we're at 100 back on markets for next week. Watch.
What is your, so let's talk about the basic numbers. So first off, days on market, that's your first indication of slowdown. Second is price drops. Third is going to be total inventory. Do you know what, has your inventory grown at all? Have you tracked that?
Yeah. In our area, we have Barstow, Hellendale, just in our local market.
Sure.
We went from, this is crazy, 321 to 327. We had 708 new listings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're 418 to 424, 850 new listings.
So listings are up about 15%.
Yes.
Okay. So listings. So what is the total inventory? New plus existing. Do you have that?
I don't.
Active listings?
I don't. I just have 850 new.
Okay.
Total listings 850 in our little spot.
Okay. Yeah. So listings are up. So again, so back to that. So total listings is 8 something.
850. Yeah.
And then it was 7 something.
It was 700.
Right, so it's up 20%.
The middle of what do you call it, of March.
Okay. So in a month. Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit over a month. So yeah, these are all things. Real estate slowdown is real, but it doesn't yet mean transactions or prices are falling. It does mean
Right.
Again, you and I've talked, right? I think you were the first person I broke this with. I think transactions are going to fall 25% this year.
Because they can't afford them.
Yeah, well, you have both, right? You can't afford, and then you have the mom and dad who bought in 18 who would love to move, who are sitting on 200 grand in equity. They're like, screw it, I'm not going to get a 6% mortgage. You kidding me? I'm going to stay with a 2.8. Who's going to double their interest rate?
No one will double their interest rate, and that's like, I wanted to sell my house and it's like, I got a 3.1. Why would I leave?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Fed broke housing. It's very, very clear. But again, so what I'm taking from this conversation, the housing slowdown is real. The housing slowdown has started. Buyer destruction. You have cancellations, supply destruction. Nobody wants to list. It is going to be an interesting year for real estate agents, home buyers, real estate investors. Would you agree?
100%. It's going to be across the board. I don't know what's going to happen the next 3 months, but
yeah, the
all
spring
I know
selling
is,
season, right? This is supposed to be the pickup of the spring selling season.
and it may just, okay. But this is the thing. How can it, Michael, if all of these houses are going to be on the market all of a sudden, and then no one's going to be able to buy them because interest rates are too high or people don't want to downsize or upgrade? Like, where's the buyer? Where are the buyers coming from? There's still the demand, obviously, but
yeah,
it'll get supplied here quickly.
It's very interesting. We're heading into spring selling season. Every market across the country is going to see the slowdown. Days on market are going to go up. Price drops we'll see back. They'll take out the crazy numbers and make them more realistic. Inventory will build. But dude, transactions will still happen. Absolutely. Yeah. We did 6.9 as a nation last year. We're only going to do like 5 or 5.1 this year. That's meaningful.
That's huge.
Yeah, I did the math. It's about 25%. So at the end of the day, folks, you're going to be coming back. Keep telling us the real deal. The market is slowing. The market is getting interesting. If you're a real estate agent, do yourself a favor, set realistic expectations up front so you don't get angry phone calls. Fair?
100% fair.
There you go. Where can people find you, Omar?
Guys, follow me on IG at Omar_Alfaro or my website, omaralfaro.com.
There you go.